Hello and welcome everyone. This is BRAVE. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing. If you're coming back, well, thank you for coming. This is the build I promised the video about the droid build, my roaming droid build. I like to call this build the brave droid build. Why? Well, as you see, there is no smoke skill and there is no steps, not even straight. So you face your opponent head on, and that's why I like to call it brave droid. So let's get on with it. For start, starting with the gear and the food, we use short bow and staff. And in water we use spear and harpoon gun. And water is very important for droid because we are really powerful in water. I use a mix of trailblazer, rapid, dire. Toughness, vitality, condition. Trailblazer give you expertise too. And I use also apocrisi. My trinkets are apocrisi, accessory, rings, amulet. Sit for the back, it's trailblazer, dire, trailblazer, dire. My staff is apocrisi. Why? Because we're not fighting much on staff. Like in staff only we can do damage through sharpened stone with our auto attack and entangled, and we have the straight. But as you noticed, we barely have critical chance, so we not much using it. We only do damage really through our short bow. So we needed the extra heal. We kite and staff. They give us extra heal even through Celestial Avatar, so you also want to heal always on staff, like get in Celestial Avatar on staff, not on short bow. This will be explained further in the rotation or how to play it. Second, let's go with explaining what choice of food we have. We use the utility of bulid. Actually, you can buy it only here. Since we have too much toughness and vitality, it gives us extra condition damage, like about 70 points or something, nothing much. And we use this. This is very important. Why? Because it gives us health every second. It's 85 points. And this is crucial when getting Celestial Avatar ready always. You want to have it always off cooldown and fall. On 10 seconds cooldown, you can remove every condition and stun breaking and start healing. So, if you notice, Celestial Avatar can only be filled through healing and damage, not condition damage. And since we are doing condition damage only, and big damage doesn't count, so we only have healing to seriously fill this fast. And this is where comes this food from. If you don't use that, it's like you're losing 30% of your survivability. This will not be ready every time you want it. So this food is crucial. Well, second, we are going to explain specializations. Our choice for specialization is skirmishing, wellness survival, and droid force. We go with 1, 3, 2. This one is basically because there is no better choice. It's give you extra damage if it lands, since we don't have critical chance and it's already 33%. This one is basically huge damage for us. It's like condition trait. There's nothing much you can actually choose. There's only those choices. And for survival, it's really in the name. The skill that everyone loves, monitoring, every ranger. And this one can make you survive a lot of encounter. I mean, you can feel tempted to take this for extra poison, or take this for extra condition damage. 120 is a lot, especially for you going with too much healing. So we sacrifice already on condition damage. But no, this one is much better. You already have a lot of damage. You can kill anyone. But this is like free stun break on every 60 seconds. Stun doesn't even land when you don't land in bits. And when survival. almost no durability, because survival skills now have this cooldown and they remove condition, so you are really tanking against condition classes. And in droid, of course, the skill that every sane droid will use in combat, in competitive modes like PvP, world vs world, any player versus player mode. And we take this one, not much droid state, but with this, like, we have perma swiftness that cannot be removed, cannot be corrupted, and even in movement and burn conditions have a less duration on us now by 33%. And the anciency, of course, the skill that make droid is the best condition ranger playable. So let's explain further about why these choices and what the bits do with it actually. As you see, in your points is not how much heal I have, 660, but on staff you want to get it as close as much to 1000. Since the Celestial Avatar got nerfed, it's now do significantly less heal, except for Lunar Impact. That's the only acceptable skill now, Celestial Avatar. So, how much heal we get? I mean, where do we get it from? First, this skill can heal you to up to like 10,000 or more. See, it's already 1171, 8 times. So it's already getting on you to about 9k, nothing else. But you also have this up to 20% outgoing heal effectiveness, and it affects this, you see? And it could be on you from any other sources like this one, this skill. So it gets your healing even higher. And this, when you heal an ally, you are also healed. Of course, it lives on short bow. But you bit count as an ally, and that's make it significantly more here. It's like literally 8 seconds from this, so mean 8 times, and that's about almost 2k. So this skill only can heal like 60% of your health, and you have this continues you as long as your bit is healed, like from the wasp, from this, it doesn't matter. Whispering. And this skill already giving you chitin, huge chitin potential. It's like the staff is the best thing to play in droid. It doesn't matter with power, condition, it's me on. I mean, power you can go with great sword, but second, you have the Celestial Avatar, of course, whose Lunar Impact is the highest skill can be possibly used, and the regeneration type is kinda weak, you see, but it's giving you the same healing potential. So, let's continue with the bit choice. Why do I choose those bits, Valgazal and the electric water? Because those bits have 2 CC skills, disabled skills basically. Knockback, lunge, daze, a lunge. And every time you disable a foe and hit it after it, it's after you hit a foe that's already disabled. Whether you disable it, your big disable it, anyone disable it. On a 10-second cooldown, you can deliver Ancient Seed. And this is where most of your damage comes from. I mean, look how much bleed it does. And I'm not even going with the corruption stack. That beat me to the point, by the way, when I say all my gears ascended. I have World vs World infusions. I use Right rune, it's like basically the droid rune. I mean, any ranger should use this except for like Trapper Ranger. Most of your damage comes from the bleed, like we don't have anything else. It's poison here. And I use Agony and Malice, getting my condition duration up to almost 95%. And here I use Agony and Corruption. We need those extra conditions since we're doing damage on short bow. So it's great to have more damage than like using every slot into duration and then adding more condition damage through the stack. Now, on how to play it. When you start the fight was like auto attacking, and immediately Ragazzaros goes CC. That's the base one. And now you have on your opponent Ancient Seed, basically entangled. And you keep moving, fighting, evading if your opponent comes to you, and then you press start. And it's another Ancient Seed, it's like 10-second cooldown. And you use your bit skill, you switch bits, the other one will attack. I usually like to go immediately his skill, and then leave him to do the knockback later. Another tip, you need to have this on all the time. It's a 24-second cooldown. And it's still new for 30 seconds, so it's like literally you have 6 seconds while it's still on and can be pressed again. Do not fear to keep it up. Outfringe or fall for this. It's like when I start a fight I'm gonna use it. No, I give you too much aggression at the start of the fight and force your opponent to either evade, block, go in any kind of defense, or use a utility skill to condition a move. As you see, it was already over. And it will come back again. You have too many condition removals, so don't think this is like your best bet. No one gonna kill you immediately. This remove 2 condition, this remove 2, this remove 4 because it's a trait. It's another survival skill. And you still have Celestial Avatar, which basically remove every condition. Well, second, how you heal or kite. Once you use this, you like in a kite mode now, because your opponent moved everything and he aggressing you. You move with your staff, you put this skill 2 on him, this one, you keep kiting. If it's projectile, use this, you keep on moving. But once you use your staff and you try to kite, if your health significantly hit, you enter Celestial Avatar, you hit Lunar Impact. You could use this version for damage or heal. You use your Lunar Impact, you start your Renovation Tide, and you immediately go out. You don't go with full Celestial Avatar until it's completely degraded. Because it's not useful, you don't have that much healing to begin with. And only like the first 2 ticks get less than a second. You start immediately, and once you get the other one, it's get out. And now you can fill your Celestial Avatar fast. Basically, it's simple as that. And you always like when you're taking little hit or something, and you start healing from the food, you're gonna have it faster. Stand next to behind your bit being always in the front, because when you heal him with a staff while kiting and stuff, you're gonna fill this Celestial Avatar faster. Use this skill only when you're out of Celestial Avatar. If you're inside it, like in your staff and inside Celestial Avatar and you're running and someone hit you, you don't go to this. You go to this after you're out of Celestial Avatar, since this is gonna fill it extremely fast. Okay? Second thing, why is this choice of this skills? We use survival, not traps, because it gives us too much survival compared to traps. Traps barely have damage, you don't end up having only one stun break and Celestial Avatar. And this skill has more damage than any trap maybe except this one, and have a lower cooldown, so you can't really give them up. What I love about Entangle, almost like my favorite elite skill in the entire game, because it lands through block, it lands through blind, it lands through still. If your opponent is still, it will still catch you, unless he's evading. If he's blocking, it will still catch you. And it's a huge damage, and its cooldown is kinda good. I mean, 48 seconds on. 48, yeah. So, now we explain the bit, the food, the skills. When you wanna heal, when you start kiting or start using this skill, you have to let your health go down a bit, but not too far, like only 30%, and you start healing if you know your opponent can still aggress you. This skill, even if your health is full but still working, if you take damage now, it will start healing you now. So you have 8 seconds from healing even if you're not even hit. Once you hit, start healing. If your health is almost 50% or less than 50%, now you need to switch to staff. Start guiding. If you have a ton load of condition, turn to staff, even if you barely start losing hits, but you have to move it like a Mirage with 15 confusion, 30 torment or whatever. You switch to staff, you enter Celestial Avatar, Lunar Impact, you get out of Celestial Avatar, and immediately use Ancestral Grace away from him, and then start your bow and start hitting. Well, now the weakness and the advantage of this build. First, this build is basically powerful against like all classes in game, all builds in game, but struggle with a single class, like a single build, and basically have a weakness against power. You would say you have too much toughness, you have evades, you have heal and take no damage from Saint of Stone. Why do you think it's powerful against, it's weak against power? Well, because it's too strong against condition. I'm gonna elaborate further. Let's say, first, the build you suffer against is Condition Mirage. I know that everyone in the game suffers against Condition Mirage, but this build is like have extra weakness. Why? Because you do damage only through projectile. That's a problem because Mirages have a trait when they evade any attack, they get a mirror that reflects projectiles for like 2 seconds. And they have it on extremely low cooldown. And that makes him basically able to reflect most of your damage. You can stun yourself, cripple yourself, poison yourself. Our damage is not significantly bad to us since it comes from the front. Our auto attack in flanking is 1k, and only like 500 if not flanking. When we are hit with our damage, it's not flanking, so it's easily removed. It's barely do damage since we have too many condition removal. But the problem is that denies the damage we can do to him. He's not been aggressive enough, our opponent, the Mirage. And when we stun ourselves, it's like free for him. And now we can put Ancient Seed. And that's the main problem. When you're on a staff, you can go through the reflect, but you can only land this with it. And this skill, by the way, can hit you, like, only can be blocked or maybe invulned. If it's obstructed, if you're blind through it, if it's evaded, it doesn't count. You still have 10 stacks of bleed you can put in your opponent, and that's what makes it a great skill. I mean, look at Ranger skill. This one is a stun break that move and mobilize, give you a ton of vigor and better for your evade. And it's evade like the roll of the thief, backward roll, I can't remember the name. So it's like a great stun break. That's why I use survival, by the way. Anyway, let's continue. This is why Mirage is a problem. You barely can see where he is, he can break target, he's still vuln, he casts while evading, and now he has reflect projectile like all the time. Even while he invulnerable, he can reflect projectiles. And that makes him like literally our weakness. Why saying power build is kind of a problem? Well, it's not really a problem, since you have Sign of Stone, you have ton of heals and kiting potential. With this evade, move you 1200 range. With this evade, move you like I don't know, like 400 or 300. It's incredibly small, but it's evade. And this is evade, so a lot. And you have immobilize, so you can really ditch your opponent behind you. But still, we can remove condition with a lot of skills. And we can re-heal through it. But power, if you are CC'd, and that's the problem I'm talking about, most power builds have a ton of CC. I mean, a Scourge will have what? Fear? That's it? Or can corrupt your stability, which we barely doesn't have any. But power builds have a ton amount of CC, and that make you incredibly vulnerable. You have to go and take no damage mode. I mean, this is stun break, and you're done. And that's why we're taking this. This is gonna save you against Spell Breakers or Warrior in general, Holosmiths, Reapers. they pull you, and when they touch you, dead. Reapers can hit for like the skill 5 or Grave Digger can hit like 15k or whatever. Yeah, that's weird. It was more than 3k armor. I sometimes get hit for more than 10k. So you're gonna have to be really quick on your feet. You have too many kiting potential, you're too fast, don't let anyone catch you. But if he does, this build, like I said, it's not great against power. Well, it is great, but against condition, it's amazing. That's why it's not that good as in condition against power. So now we explained how to fight on land. Let's explain how to fight in water. And water is an amazing part of Ranger. If you're on water, you are one of the most powerful class. You can destroy people in water. We go with spear and harpoon gun. Basically, your skills. This skill, when you go in water like kiting, you enter the water and you go block. Simple as that. If someone is following you and they are still far, you immediately target them and you go with this skill. If you hit them with it, look how much bleed you can get. They don't even have food now. I mean, look with food. It's 25k. And with full stack of corruption, it's almost 30k. It's amazing. But that's only if you hit the full range. The longer the distance, the higher the damage. It starts only with 3k. And this is a projectile reflection. So you can use it while if you're completely in kite mode. Use this, you target something far, or you this target, and you go with this, kiting, and you switch weapons. You know it. You turn, face back, and go this to kite even farther, stuff like that. But you can go with blocking, and then projectile reflection, and then take this block. And now you're completely kiting far. This is amazing. I mean, you can deliver one hit, like turn and use this, and then immobilize your target and go back and run. Second, you have 1500 range on harpoon because of damage. It's amazing, and you can heal through this. You have stability since you can't use entanglement game. I mean in water. So now you have an access to stability if you're I mean stability is the only good thing, and now you can stack might. Basically, you and your bit stack might to each other, so higher condition damage. Your second bit is that jellyfish. Why? Because it can be chill and that makes you kite better. See, that's a skill. I mean, you can use many other things. You can use a bear, you can use I mean, those have CC on them. You can use this one, is extremely tanky. It gives self-protection, it heals. But I found the damage on this one, the chill, it to be more useful. But most of the time, if you don't need, like if you're fighting a single opponent or whatever, you're gonna stay on sharp. You don't need anything. You start have really nice damage, weakness access. They can really hurt. Look how much bleed they can put on them. I mean, you can't take it low if you are on a rune that give you less duration or whatever, that's it. And you have a fear access from 900 range. You bit will land it, believe me. Most of the time, except on a raid or something, but it's easy to land. So you're gonna stay most of the time in shark. And well, that's basically what you can do here. So you don't have access to healing staff or whatever, but in water you can kite down, you can kite up, it's easy. Except if your opponent using projectile, and believe me, no one have as much damage as you can produce with condition. So in water, it's like almost no one can beat you in 1v1, and that's what makes it so great in this build. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and share and subscribe. If you wanna support the channel, I mean, subscribe can really help, especially. Comment if you want any suggestion, or if you think I said something wrong, or you have something to add to the build, you can help any other droid. So add in the comment, I will be responding to it, and see you.